Berlin Strippers Collective.
My name is Fifi Tinker, she, her.
Vivi Sugar, she, her.
Edie Montana, she, her.
Me on Acid, they, she.
Josie J Fox, they, them.
Today we are looking hot on this beautiful couch because we are recording some stripper stories for Cheats.
The stories are personal stories that are related to sex work, and they have some sexy and funny elements, but also some elements of reflection and education.
Each story is like a personal experience, a personal voice, an anecdote from stripping or sex work.
It's very Berlin Strippers Collective style. It's pro-sex work propaganda, but make it fun.
It comes from the East London Strippers Collective, and yes, it's an idea that we have been developing over the years. A very small cabaret venue, and we get guest performers in every edition, and telling our stories also serves as a healing experience.
So Stripper Stories is a really nice event that gives us a direct voice to the audience when oftentimes at work, particularly when we're performing on stage, we're seen but we're not heard.
We are all different but visually quite homogeneous, so we absolutely do not represent the experiences from every sex worker or every stripper in the industry, and everyone is talking from a very personal standpoint.
We are also asking the audience to realize that these are our individual experiences and they cannot be generalized.
Because there isn't many voices, or there weren't many voices, because we are loud and like to put things out there and give our experiences. Sometimes it can be taken as, oh, that is what stripping's like. It's just what stripping is like for each of us as an individual.
You can look for other more diverse voices as well that have a lot to say in terms of activism and in terms of personal experiences, so please do your research. I did some research. I'm quite happy with the way that this company is collaborating and platforming sex workers, because I feel like the industry gets gentrified with people that copy and benefit from the aesthetics but don't have any of the negative or challenging experiences, and I feel like Cheeks is doing a good job of platforming some of the right people. So, sex workers face a lot of issues that people conflate with morality, but the slogan "sex work is meant to say that the issues that we face in the industry are workers' rights issues. So if we are looking at things from this lens as leftists and as people with a political conscience versus moralizing what is right and wrong supposedly of what we do, then we are going to find real solutions. And this is what we advocate for through our destigmatization work.
Personally, struggle in Berlin, stripping in Berlin is hard. And I think it's because there are a lot of fetish clubs, and I mean, don't misunderstand me, I think the sex positive community here is beautiful, but people are very used to going to sex parties and, you know, just have fun there for free. And I've noticed that when they come to the strip club, at least, they are a little bit reluctant to pay because they don't understand that they're not in KitKat, they're in a strip club.
Within Stripper Stories, we have people that are doing other kinds of sex work that are telling stories. It's not just stories about stripping, it's stories about sex work or, yeah, experience related to that identity.
We didn't feel forced to share anything. We didn't feel forced to go too far with the stories, and felt respected, properly compensated, and everything was open to negotiation. So I feel like if this treatment is extended to every sex worker, we, I don't know, have some really good perspectives ahead for collaboration with this company. We're very happy.
I think hiring also sex workers to actively work within like the office environment, I think would be something that's very...
I think for me, like a huge one is just being heard, like being given a voice, because we're so perceived for our bodies in a way in the strip club. Of course you have these interactions with people and it is about you being you as a whole person sometimes as well.
Or fake.
or your fake personality, your work personality, yeah, but just to actually be given a voice, to be perceived as that, as well as like a sexy beings, like a really sort of fucking rock and roll thing to me.
Rock and roll.
I would be curious to see more or listen to other sex workers on your platform telling stories about, because I didn't feel like the story had to be sexy or I had to be I mean, it is sexy work, but I felt like I was a whole person and I could be silly, I could be whatever.
Like, as like personally, like my sexuality's evolved. I'm like turned on by so much more now than just sex. So for a porn site to sort of encompass that, to have the background and the other aspects, like
We are
that's
turned on by
arousing.
money.
Yeah. And money.